If your cat wakes you up at 3 in the morning, bites your toes under the blanket, or seems distant and disinterested in you all day long, it's not because they're being mean, and it's not because they don't love you. It's because you're missing out on the single most important 5-minute window in your cat's entire day, the nighttime bonding ritual. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple routine you can do with your cat every single night. Done right, it doesn't just stop the midnight zoomies. It actually triggers a release of oxytocin, the same hormone responsible for deep bonding and trust, which means your cat starts to genuinely adore you 10 times more than before. And make sure you stay for the third step, because doing that one wrong can actually make your cat feel trapped and anxious instead of safe. And I'll show you exactly how to avoid that mistake. Before we go further, if you love animals and want more videos like this one, hit that subscribe button and tap like right now. It genuinely helps this channel grow, and it lets us keep making free videos to help you and your cat live a happier life together. Okay, let's get into it. Here's something most cat owners never think about. In the wild, a cat's entire day runs on one specific rhythm: hunt, catch, eat, groom, sleep, in that exact order. That rhythm is wired into their brain, going back thousands of years to when cats were solitary hunters active at dawn and dusk. The problem is, most cats today live a completely different life. Food appears in a bowl with zero effort. There's nothing to stalk, nothing to chase, nothing to catch. So all that natural hunting energy just sits there with nowhere to go, and by nighttime, it explodes into what we call zoomies, or your cat suddenly attacking your feet under the covers at midnight. Here's how you fix it. About 5 to 10 minutes before you plan to wind down for the night, grab an interactive wand toy, something that mimics a bird or a mouse. Don't just wave it in your cat's face. That's not hunting. That's just annoying. Drag it along the floor like it's trying to escape. Let it vanish behind furniture for a second. Let your cat crouch, wiggle their hips, and creep forward before they pounce. And critically, let them actually catch it every few minutes, because a hunt that never ends in a catch is frustrating, not satisfying. As soon as that play session winds down, immediately follow it with a small protein-rich bedtime treat or a small meal. This is the eat part of the cycle. And it's just as important as the hunt itself, because in nature, a cat never grooms or rests without eating first, since eating is the reward for a successful hunt. Do this consistently, and you'll be shocked at how quickly the midnight zoomies and the 3 a.m. meowing at your door simply disappear, because you're finally giving your cat's brain the exact cycle it's been craving all along. Now that your cat has hunted and eaten, their body naturally starts shifting into a calmer, more affectionate state. And this is the perfect window for the second step, which is all about how cats actually communicate trust. Cats rely heavily on two things we rarely think about: facial pheromones and slow, deliberate eye contact. Start with what's called the slow blink. From across the room, look at your cat and slowly close your eyes for a second or two, then open them again. In cat language, this is essentially their version of a smile or an "I love you." Do this before you even touch them, and you'll often see your cat slow blink right back or start walking toward you. Once your cat is relaxed and close to you, gently rub the sides of their cheeks with your knuckle or a soft brush. This area holds scent glands that cats use to mark what belongs to them, what feels safe, and who they trust. When your cat rubs their cheeks against you or lets you rub that spot, they're literally marking you as part of their safe territory, their family, their pack. Vets and animal behaviorists point to this scent exchange as one of the clearest signs of a secure, trusting bond between a cat and their owner. So this simple few minutes of slow blinking followed by a gentle cheek rub isn't just cute, it's your cat quite literally claiming you as their own. This next step is the one I warned you about at the very beginning, because getting it wrong can actually undo all the trust you just built. Once your cat is calm and winding down, it's tempting to want to scoop them up, tuck them under the blanket with you, and hold them close all night. Please don't do that. Cats are not wired to enjoy being trapped or restrained, even by someone they love, and forcing them under covers or holding them tightly against their will can trigger real claustrophobia and anxiety. It breaks trust almost instantly, and it can actually make your cat more hesitant to come near you at night going forward. Instead, set up a designated, cozy, slightly elevated sleeping spot near your bed, a soft cat bed, a folded blanket on a chair, or even a warm spot right at the foot of your bed. Elevated spots tend to feel safer to cats because they can see their surroundings and feel less exposed. Then here's the key part. Let your cat choose to come to you. Some nights they might curl up right beside you, other nights they might prefer their own little nest a few feet away, and both are completely fine. The moment you stop forcing closeness and start offering a safe, comfortable option instead, cats almost always choose to be closer to you more often, not less, because now that closeness feels like their decision, not something imposed on them. The final piece of the nightly puzzle is your environment itself. Cats have incredibly sensitive hearing and vision, far more sensitive than ours, which means bright screens, loud television, or a chaotic, cluttered space right before bed can keep their nervous system on high alert long after you've gone quiet yourself. So about 30 minutes before you actually go to sleep, start dimming the lights and turning down or turning off the TV. Let the whole room shift into something calm and low-key. And right before you settle in, take 30 seconds to scoop the litter box completely clean. This matters more than most people realize, because a dirty litter box at night is a major stressor for cats, and it can even lead to accidents outside the box. A calm, quiet, clean environment is the final signal your cat's brain needs to fully relax and drift into deep, restful sleep right alongside you. Now, before we move on, I do want to take a moment to talk about something important, because not every nighttime change in your cat is just about bonding or behavior. Sometimes a shift in nighttime habits can be an early signal of a health issue, and it's worth knowing the difference so you know when it's time to call your vet. If you have an older cat who suddenly starts howling or yowling loudly at night, especially if it seems confused, disoriented, or like they're crying for no clear reason, this can sometimes be linked to feline cognitive dysfunction, which is similar to dementia in older cats, or it can be linked to an overactive thyroid, both of which a vet can help diagnose and manage. And if you notice your cat suddenly becoming restless at night with frequent trips to the litter box, especially if they seem to be straining or producing very little urine, please don't wait this out. This can be a sign of a urinary blockage, which is a genuine emergency, particularly in male cats, and it needs immediate veterinary attention. I'm not a veterinarian, and this video isn't a substitute for professional advice, but if any of this sounds familiar, please don't hesitate. Get your cat checked out. It's always better to ask and be safe than to assume it's just behavioral. Building a strong nighttime bond with your cat is such an important part of their emotional well-being, and honestly, it's one of the simplest things you can do that makes the biggest difference. But if you also have a dog at home, and you've noticed their sleeping habits changing lately too, that might actually be them trying to tell you something as well. Sometimes dogs use sleeping position and nighttime restlessness to signal that something feels off physically long before it becomes obvious in any other way. So if that sounds like your dog, click on the video on your screen right now, because I break down exactly what your pet's sleeping position really means and what to watch out for. Now let's talk about why this whole routine works so well, because understanding the why will help you stick with it, especially on the nights you're exhausted and just want to skip straight to bed. When you repeat this cycle consistently, hunting, eating, the slow blink, the scent bonding, a safe sleeping spot, and a calm environment night after night, your cat's brain starts building a powerful association. You stop being just the person who occasionally fills the food bowl, and you start becoming linked with safety, satisfaction, comfort, and calm. Owners who commit to this routine consistently often notice real changes within just a few weeks. Cats who used to avoid being touched start leaning into pets on their own. Cats who used to hide from guests start feeling more confident and secure overall, simply because their baseline stress level has dropped so much from having this predictable, fulfilling nightly ritual. Let me paint a quick picture of what this can look like. Imagine a shy rescue cat, someone who came from a rough start, maybe time on the streets or bouncing between shelters before finally landing in a real home. Cats like this are often terrified at first. They hide under furniture, flinch at sudden movement, and show almost no interest in affection, not because they don't want love, but because their nervous system is still stuck in survival mode. Now imagine her new owner starts this exact routine every single night. Same calm energy, same gentle voice, same predictable order. The first few nights, barely anything happens. Maybe one half-hearted swat at the toy before she retreats back under the bed. But by week 2, she's fully engaging in the play session. By week 3, instead of running off after eating, she lingers nearby. By week 4, she's letting her owner gently rub her cheeks. And by week 6, she's choosing to sleep at the foot of the bed every single night, sometimes even climbing up to sit right beside her owner. That transformation didn't happen because of one magic trick. It happened because of pure, patient consistency, night after night, speaking directly to what that cat's instincts were quietly asking for the entire time. Now, some of you might be thinking, my cat is already pretty independent. Does any of this even apply to them? And this is such an important point because there's a common myth that some cats just aren't that affectionate by nature. In reality, almost every cat, even the most independent-seeming ones, still crave safety, structure, and connection. They just might express it more quietly or need more time before they feel comfortable showing it openly. An independent cat might never want to be picked up or cuddled, but they will absolutely respond to the hunt, catch, eat cycle, the slow blink, and a calm, respected sleeping boundary. Because that's not about neediness, it's pure instinct. So if your cat seems distant right now, don't take it personally, and definitely don't give up. Give this routine 2 to 3 full weeks of consistent nightly effort before judging whether it's working. Because real trust, especially for a cat with a rough start in life, is built in small, repeated moments, not overnight. If your cat is a senior or has a health condition, this routine is easy to adjust. Keep play sessions shorter and gentler for older joints. Stick to whatever food your vet has approved, and simply avoid any areas that seem sensitive to the touch during the scent bonding step. The goal was never to do every single step with perfect precision. The goal is showing up consistently, night after night, with calm, patient energy, because that consistency is what your cat's brain and nervous system are actually responding to. If you've made it this far into the video, thank you, genuinely, because that tells me you care deeply about giving your cat the best possible life. And that already puts you ahead of most cat owners out there. If you try this routine tonight, or if you're already doing something similar, I would love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and tell me your cat's name and how they react to the hunt and catch play, the slow blink, or the cheek rub. I read every single comment, and I genuinely love hearing these stories. And if you know someone with a cat, especially someone who's ever said their cat just isn't very affectionate, do them a real favor and share this video with them. You might completely change the relationship they have with their cat, starting from tonight. Thanks so much for watching all the way through. If this video helped you even a little, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one, and drop a like if you enjoyed it. It genuinely helps this channel grow so we can keep making more videos like this. Give your cat a little extra love tonight, they deserve it, and I promise, you'll start noticing the difference in them too. See you in the next video.